Okay, let's add some fundamental movement and usage to our chicken. So at the moment, it sort of just stands there. Sure, we can pick it up, which is cool and all. But let's add a couple of actually a bit of AI to it, shall we? So just blow up its blueprint. This is its blueprint. And what we're going to get it to do is... Shall we get it to run away a little bit when you get close to it? I think let's do that. So, like, we'll have it say, like, doing an idle animation, like, just like clucking at the floor, looking, but then when you get close to it, it's going to sprint away a little bit. So, let's add a bigger box collision. And, we could do it on a tick. No, we'll do it like, if the player sort of enters the range of this box, then we'll have the bird run away. Okay, so let's just comment these out. These are the pick up and put down, so I'm just going to highlight them and press C. Pick and put. Just so we know we're not going to be messing with those. And let's speak to our third person character. And considering we've made this as an actor, we've not got any sort of movement tools built in. What we're going to do, because it's got physics on it anyway, if I remember rightly, all we've done is locked rotation. So let's, if it overlaps with the character, then let's get the world location of our character. And let's also drag in reference to our chicken. And let's get world location. And what we're going to do is we're going to minus these by each other. Subtract U by U. And then we're going to, again, let's get reference to our chicken. And let's add force. And the force that we're going to do is going to be this. But we might need to multiply it by something. So let's just do, oops. Oh. Never mind. Let's do an asterisk, YU into there. We're not going to need to multiply this, so let's just right-click this and convert it to a float. And I don't know, for the sake, let's just do 10 as a test and tick acceleration change. And let's give it a test. Let's see how that works, shall we? So by default, we're not inside the box of any of these. So if we walk over to this guy, it did nothing. Why did you do nothing? Why did you do nothing? Let's put a much dramatically bigger number in. And see. Okay. Smaller number then. Get rid of a couple of those zeros. Let's try that. Okay. Let's try just 100. So like it's like to run away a little bit. Maybe let's go for a slightly higher number than that. Let's try 300. That's awesome. Is it only doing it once? Why does that only seem to be working once, eh? So I'll begin overlap with character, get the character's location, get the chicken's location, minus them. It should be happening more than once. Right, run away. Okay, and oh, I bet it's because the box isn't attached to it. So I just need to make sure it's parented. So the box was actually staying in the same place, but the chicken was moving out of the box. Okay, 300 is too high. Let's change it to like 200. It's a bit silly, but you know what? It's a bit fun. And we should probably do it on a cooldown. Oh, actually, you know, it'd be a lot more fun if instead of doing it like that, let's actually do it so only if the chicken sees you. So I'm actually just going to move my box and put it in front of the chicken. So it's almost got like a vision box. Oh, we actually should be doing a line trace. It'd actually be a lot better with sort of a line trace. So if the chicken sees you now, it'll run away. So that chicken's looking over there, so let's sneak around the back of it. Surprise, chicken! I got you! But if we went around the front of it, it runs away. Ah, help me! I'm an innocent little chicken. Cool. Okay, that's a lot more fun. It definitely needs an idle and possibly like a running or a flap animation. So if it does this, let's play. Let's do a print string. So we've got a little note to ourselves for later when we replace it with proper assets. Run anim. And on this, we'll do upon the exit. We'll have it return back to its idle sort of feeding, pecking animation. Feeding anim. There we go. We're going to have to come back and add those at some point, but for now I actually think that's quite funny. You know what? Every now and then we should probably have the chickens turn around. Yeah. Yeah, let's do that. Let's add like a random sort of turn around as well. So I'm just going to get my event begin play. And I'm going to set event by timer. And this event is going to be simple turnaround. So I'm just going to drag off event and get a custom event. Rotate. And I'm going to set this on a random, because obviously there's a few chickens in the scene. Random floating range. So I'm just going to set these to a low number for now, just so we can visually see it testing. And let's get our chicken. And let's move component 2. We're going to need more space. Grab all you guys, move you over here. Alright, move component 2. So to use this, we just want to get relative transform. And we're only going to be affecting the rotation and just actually the Z. So we don't actually particularly want to move the location. You can stay the same. But let's right click and split our rotation. And let's have it rotate 90. And how long is it going to take to rotate? Like 1 second? Sure. Alright, let's have a look. Cool. I mean, they're rotating a lot. Like fucking, they're like centuries or something. So let's slow it down. But that'll totally do. If you wanted, and you totally do, if you wanted a little bit more random with this, because we don't want just to turn right every single time. Let's take this and let's duplicate it. So I'm just going to highlight it, Ctrl-C, Ctrl-V, or press Ctrl-D, duplicate. And this time instead of plus 90, let's minus 90. And on this, let's just do a random Boolean. Alrighty then, cool. And again, we don't want to turn in that often. You know what we do for the sake of this video, for the sake of the test. Let's see how they look. Alright, and then turning around, just having a look around. Sneak up on one of these guys. Okay, 300 too high to shoot off like bullets. Oh man. Yeah, we might have to mess with that number a little bit, but that's funny. Let's make him turn around less often. Let's lower that number. I think what we need to do is actually normalize our vector. Let's go 150. Because it really depends on sort of like the distance. Obviously, if you're further away from it, it's not going to go as far. But if you manage to sneak up and get right in front of its face, it's going to shoot off like a bullet. But you know what? I think that's quite funny, actually. Sneak attack! Cool. You know what? That'll do for that. We don't need the most complicated chickens ever. Mess with that more if you want to, but I think for this video, that'll do. At least our chickens feel a little bit more natural. There we go.